everyone. Welcome. So glad you're here. Thanks for joining me. If you are new to my channel, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. Today I'm going to be making a baby blanket that has a self-binding. So what I have here is a piece of printed minky material, and then underneath it, the back side is the satiny, is a cotton and satiny material. So what we are going to do is I have cut my minky, and you can make this any size you want. You just need to make sure that you have enough of the back side that's going to be the self-binding bigger than your inner piece. So what I have is a 28-inch by 28-inch piece of minky, and then I have a 32 by 32-inch piece of the satin. So there are multiple ways you can do this. You can do, what am I trying to say? The mitered corners. We're going to do this very simple. This is a just quick and easy project. So what we are going to do is we are going to take our edges and we are going to fold this satin. We're going to fold it to the minky, and then we're going to fold it one more time. And then we're going to do that all the way around and then top stitch it. And then that will create our self-binding. Because babies, one, they like soft fuzzy, but they also like the little satiny material. So I'm just going to go around the blanket, folding up the satin edge to meet the minky. And if you are doing this on your kitchen table, be careful with your pens, because I am kind of digging into my cutting mat a little bit. Get these sides. I'm going to go to the other side. And I'm folding the satin to meet the minky and then folding it one more time. I like to place my pins instead of perpendicular. I like to place them vertical, kind of in the direction that I will be sewing, so that as I get to them, the point of the pin is facing the machine and the head of the pin is facing me, and then I can just pull them out as I sew. You want to make sure that this stays nice and smooth. But this way, you have a nice, you're folding in your raw edge. So now I did the sides first, and then I'm going to do the other. I'm going to turn it or do the top and bottom, however you want to refer to that. Now I may want to cut that bulk. We'll see how that does. Actually, let's fold it in a little bit and see how this does. Satiny material can be a bear to work with sometimes because it's just slippery. Yeah, okay, so I do like this. So what I have done, so I went down the sides and pinned the sides. So on this one, what I'm doing is I'm taking this corner and I'm folding it, folding in the edge of the material so that it meets this minky. So now I've got, and let me pin this so you can see it. Let me do both sides and then I can show you. So I have taken the material, you can see my edge, and I have taken that corner and just folded it. So now that I've got each edge, those points folded in, okay? Now I will continue as I was doing before, take the raw edge to meet the edge of the minky and then fold it up one more time. So even though we didn't really do a true miter, it kind of fakes that out a little bit. So let me get this pinned. Okay, so now you can see that is folded just like that, very simply. So we just took that corner, and I'm gonna do the other side. Let's see if I can get you all a little closer. See this really well. Okay, so what I did was I took the material, so we've already folded this side, folded it to the edge. So I'm taking this outer point and just folding it up so that the line meets right where the minky does, okay? And just because it's slick, I'm gonna put my pen right there, okay? I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. And if it helps you, if you want to press before you do that, go ahead. So again, I'm taking this outer corner right here and I'm bringing it to the minky. So I have it turned in just like that. Put my little pin. Now we're going to take our raw edge to meet the minky and then we will fold it one more time. So it creates that mitered corner. We're not actually sewing that beforehand, so it's a little bit easier to do this way. Well, go this way. There we go. Now I'm kind of making sure that this little fold of the miter, that we folded enough to kind of tuck that in. I'll put my little pin right there. Now I'm just trying to tuck that in to smooth out that miter. There. So you can kind of push it in a little bit. I like to put a little pin right here to hold this. And then we will take it to the machine and stitch it. Now, if you want to press this real quick, you can do that if that will help you. Anything that makes sewing easier, you know, it's always a good idea. But as you can see, we have our self-binding on. It's all nice and smooth, and we have a beautiful satin back. So I'm going to take this over to the machine. So what I'm going to do is I will start, but when I get to these miters, I'm going to sew out to the corner and then reverse back and then come back in, just to tack that little fold down so it's nice and it doesn't like pucker. All right, let's see if I can get you angled. All right, let's come over to the sewing machine. I'm not going to start right in the corner. I'm going to start not quite on the edge, just so it's not dead center, but not right on the corner either. And I'm just going to sew right on the edge of the satin. You can put the edge of your foot on it, or maybe a little just inside. Now I'm coming up to my first corner, so I'm going to make sure I hold it with my fingers really well. Okay, so I'm getting over to where it's folded down, and I'm going to make sure the needle is down. I'm going to swing the material and aim towards this point. And I'm going to just stitch right on that fold. Get up to the corner. Put my needle down. I'm going to swing it back towards me. So we're not really reversing, we're just going to turn the material. Come back down, and then continue down the side. Make sure you get all your material smoothed out. Makes it a little easier as you go along. Take your pins out as you get to them. To get the pin out of my way, but I'm going to hold this miter, the corner. I'm going to come right up to where the material's folded over. I'll put my needle down, raise my presser foot, put it back down. I'm going to stitch to the point, put my needle down again, raise the presser foot, swing the material back around, stitch right back down where I sewed. And go down the next side. As you can see, when I sew, you want to make sure, kind of get your fabric straight. That way you have less risk to sew through the wrong layer or get something caught. Okay, again, getting close to my miter here. Oh, I just realized my camera. Okay, needle down. I'm going to raise the presser foot. I'm angling out to the point, stitching right to that point. Needle is down, raise the presser foot, swing it back around. Stitching right down where I was before, and down and raise the presser foot, and then go down your next side. Getting over to my last fold, I think. Needle down, I'm raising that presser foot, swinging that out, stitching to the corner. Needle down, raise the presser foot, swing it back around. Right back out. And then raise your presser foot and we'll angle down. And we are getting ready to finish. We're meeting right where we started. Trim our threads. And there we have it. So it is all finished. See? We have a beautiful self-binding, super silky one side, soft and cuddly the other side. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Of course, you can always add to this and add a little embroidery. If you did want to personalize it, if you do some embroidery, you could probably personalize your blanket before you put it together. That way you don't have that stitching showing through the other side. But whoever you're giving this to, they're not going to care. They're going to absolutely love that you made it. And if you were able to personalize it, you could even, if you do some heat press vinyl, you could put that on either side. It would be super cute. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you like it and subscribe to our channel. And I'll see you in the next video.